I dare not wipe that off with a cloth, because that's basically metallic residue from when I had to angle grind my damn disc lock off, because the locking mechanism decided I'm not going to play ball with you today. That's fine. So my faith in locks, disc locks mainly, has just flatlined.
So, might just be me, but I think more recently there has been a drop in just awareness of what's around us, observations basically. And I think the influence of social media also has a part to play in this as well. So us as bikers, we have a due care for ourselves, for our machines, and of course those around us. Now, where I'm going with this is I was recently on a group ride, which was unfortunately a memorial ride for a young fellow who had lost his life. Now, remember that context because it's very important. Now, this is nothing personal. I just don't like people. I very quickly found out that a lot of these people, these characters, let's call them, were typically younger and L plates and that sort of stuff. Absolutely fine. I don't have an issue. However, what's going on in my head is these are newer riders. I have to be more observant for my own safety, because at the end of the day, when you're riding a motorcycle, you have to be quite self-conscious, and you also have to be a little bit selfish in how you ride. So this ride was in two parts. The first was to the family's house, so we could wait for the hearse to show up, and that's always an emotional thing. I don't care who you are, that hits pretty hard. And then on the flip side of that, the second part of the ride was going to be to the crematorium. So, you know, we could pay our respects, say goodbyes and that sort of stuff. I personally didn't know the lad, but I had a day off, so I thought, you know what, it's the best thing I can do is at least just turn up and show support. The first part of this group ride was, for lack of a better phrase, atrocious. Now, some ground rules had been established, but I feel like they weren't followed. Let's say there might be a need to show off, and especially when you have a group of people, there's possibly a need to stand out, to be the person, the hero or whatever. I don't quite know how to put it, but that's my best interpretation of it so far. So there was a lot of stupid riding going on. For this reason, I had decided already I'm going to stay at the back. I want nothing to do with any of that. Now, the guys who organised it, who were friends of the unfortunate young lad, they were amazing. They came together after that first part of the ride and they said, look, we've got ground rules, can we stick to them? We're serious, we've got people blocking traffic for us, let them pass. If they're struggling to get through us, because they were weaving in and out of these lines, then yeah, you've got major problems. Anyway, so the highlight of this was there was a fella on a Ducati, and as we approached a roundabout, the roundabout's got 3 lanes, okay, left only, middle for straight on, and then right for straight on and turning right. So the only thing this van is guilty of is just driving. So as our group ride has come past him, we've overtaken him. This Ducati rider's then approached a roundabout, roughly the same time as the van driver, and then the Ducati rider has gone from the right lane into the middle lane, cutting up the van driver from going forward. Now, I got told that there was physical contact between the biker and the van. It sort of soured the experience. That rider then buggered off. We didn't see him we've not seen him since. So I started thinking, in the same way that you've got riding schools showing people how to ride, hopefully to a good standard, you've also got the guys that do the I Am Road Smart courses. They show you lane disciplines and positionings and all the advanced riding stuff. I was thinking about, what if you could have this kind of awareness course for newer riders, maybe people who haven't been riding for a while, just to sort of get them back to grips. And for me, this is people who know how to operate a motorcycle, but maybe are a little bit less keen about the roadcraft, if that makes sense, the riding around them. So it's just basically like a common sense sort of self-awareness kind of thing. And would I be able to do that? Maybe. I've got some strong opinions, but it's just kind of this, look, if you're willing, come with me, we'll have the communications on, and then I can take you through what's going through my head as we're approaching things. You see brake lights come on, you brake early, you try and, you know, position yourself in a way that shows where you intend to go, indicators, like all that kind of good stuff. Because for me, what I learned on that group ride was I think there is an overwhelming need to show off in front of other people, and that means a lot of the standard riding skills, the things that you learned, have gone out the window. But it's almost just that kind of, you know, come on lads, let's ride to a better standard. I think it's just making people aware of that. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Do you think you would benefit, or there's some people that you would know that would benefit from like an awareness course of sorts, or just kind of, you know, maybe not so confident in riding and just need like an extra bit of help from an experienced rider or a riding school? Like I said, this isn't me trying to elevate myself as this
guru of riding motorcycles. Quite the opposite, actually. But I feel like there is at least a discussion to be had there, especially when it comes to newer riders, not necessarily younger, but newer riders in general. And yeah, one thing I like to say is, especially to those who decide to ride without gear, is you imagine the back of your hand, right? Pretty sensitive area. Scrape it along the road surface. Does it hurt? Cool. Imagine what's going to happen at 30 miles an hour. You ain't going to have your skin anymore, that's for sure. Anyway, have a lovely weekend, enjoy yourselves, and ta for now.